In this video, we are going to discuss about the few of the questions which have been asked in the very good organization, and mostly these interview questions are related to the dataset creation. So as you can see, the name of the topic today is the dataset related SAS interview questions. So I have added couple of questions into that. So just like as you can see on the left hand side, we have these 4 questions. So we'll go one by one for each of these questions, and we'll look out for the solution, that how to create these type of data sets whenever it is asked in an interview. So like my first question is about that how to create an empty data set with the 5 variable. So like we are looking out only for the data set in the output, where we will be able to see only the variable part, but there will be no observation into that. Now the second question is about the creation of the data set with the n variable and the 0 observation. So basically in this question what we are going to do, we are going to copy the data from the another data set, and then we do not want any observation into it. So this part we will also look into that. Then our third question is about the creation of the blank data set with the 5 variable and the 10 observation. Okay. So in this basically question, we are going to see the output something like that. We'll be able to see the 5 variable name, we'll be able to see the 10 observation, but there will be no data into it. Now the fourth question is about the creation of the data set with the 0 variable and the 0 observation. So all these interview question solution we are going to see in the later part of the video. And also before going forward to the solution of each of these questions, I'll just give a definition of the blank data set. So what exactly are the blank data sets? So blank data set basically are the kind of the data set where you can see the variable name, but you won't be able to see the observation. So please keep in mind this definition, because in the later part of the video you will be you are going to see that what exactly the meaning of the blank data set. Okay, so this one is the solution for the first question, where it was about the we have to create the empty data set with the 5 variable. So for example, I'm creating a test data set, and I have mentioned in the input statement 5 of the variable, id1, id2, id3, id4, id5, and then we are mentioning the cards, and then run. So if I run this code, so we can see that in the output we do have 5 variable id1, id2, id3, id4, id5, but we do not have any of the observation for that. So in this way we can create a empty data set with the 5 variable. There is one more way through which we can create an empty data set with 5 variable. For example, I'm creating data set of test 1. Now in the input I'm giving id1 / id5, so it will automatically create 5 of the variable. These are called wildcards. So it will also give us the similar kind of output. So in this way we can create empty data set with the 5 variable. This one is the solution of the second questions, where we have to create a data set with the n variables and the 0 observation. So what we are going to do here is that we are going to copy the data of the one of the data set into the another data set, and the final data set will have the 0 observation and the similar number of variable like the one which were present in the data set from which we were copying. Okay, so for example, here we have created one of the data set test. So let's run it, and it has 5 of the variable id1, id2, id3, id4 and id5. So if I run this part, you can see that in the output we have these 5 variable created, and it has 3 observation, which has so many values over there. So now if I run this part where we have written data final, stop and set test and then run. So what will happen? we can see that we have exactly the same number of variable id1 to id5, but we do not have any of the observation, right? So in this way we can do this part. So here we have used the stop statement, which basically causes SAS to stop processing the current data step immediately and resume processing statement after the end of the current data step. So this is the solution for the third question, where we have to create the blank data set with the 5 variable and the 10 observation. So in this case we are going to see a data set which will be having the 5 column and the 10 rows, but it will have no data. So let's see how can we create that part. So let's say we have created a test data set and I'm defining 5 variable var1 to var5, and the data type is character of 20 length, and I'm starting a loop here from 1 to 10. I'm giving output, ending the loop, and I'm dropping the I value in this run. Let's see how does it go. Okay, so in this case you can see that we have 5 variable var1, var2, var3, var4, var5, and we have these 10 observation, but we don't have any of the data here. So this is the best answer for that. Okay, so this one is the last question, and it is one of the most trickiest question which is asked in a SAS interview. So basically the question is about that we have to create the data set with the 0 variable and the 0 observation. So how can we do that? It's very simple. It basically answers only in 2 to 3 lines. So like one of the way you can say it, like for example I have created SAS test data set, and I've just mentioned the run. So it will create a blank data set now. So it is not going to show me the final data set because it doesn't contain any kind of variable or any kind of observation or any values. That's why it is mentioning over here that the table work.test cannot be opened because it does not contain any columns. So similar way you can do it like this. Instead of this, even if we write down stop in between, so it will again show us the same thing. See, it does not contain any column. So I hope it helps. So in this way you can easily practice all these questions, and these will be so much helpful for you guys for the interviews, and also to understand the basic concepts of the SAS. Thank you.